Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. You know, every year comes and goes, and my kids say, Dad, we've got to do videos on the wild edibles that are here in Marquette. And every year we put it off, but at least this year I'm shooting the footage. So I don't know if I'm starting my YouTube channel or not, but at least I'm going to have the footage. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite wild edible. It's very easy to identify. You'll have to forgive the traffic for shooting the film. It's the wild leek. It is springtime. It's a very easy plant to identify, and it's very useful. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in close on some wild leeks, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, so what we're looking at here are some wild leeks. We're zooming in so you can see they are green, kind of shaped like a knife. They have a reddish stem, sometimes brown, and they spring up one or two or three at a time out of the base of the plant. Here's a close-up of that plant where you can really get to see the different color. These leaves have a very smooth feel and delicate. We're zooming in on another wild edible that was in the same place. This is called a fiddlehead. And I thought, honestly, we have enough space and time here in the video to shoot 3 different wild edibles, even though it doesn't say that. So, fiddlehead, pretty easily identifiable. It has a shape like the top of a fiddle or a violin. You can see it's curled over. And these are edible up until the plant, where this plant starts to mature. They do become toxic at some point in time. So I eat them when they're really small like this. And this plant right here is about 6 to 8 inches out of the ground. It's, of course, the fern. When it unrolls out, it's a fern. There are several different varieties here in the UP, but this is the one that's the most common, and it actually is the best tasting. We can see there are other ones that have little smaller fronds that roll out on the sides. Here's another wild edible, wild celery, that grows again in the same place. All 3 of these plants are rich and high in vitamin A, C, potassium, sulfur content, other lots of good minerals that come out of the ground. And the other great thing about wild edibles is they do grow in soil that's not farmed over and over and over again, so they are not depleted. The soil is not depleted. Now here's a zoom in of all 3 of the plants. It was just the thing that I thought about doing. So you can see the wild celery, they're actually kind of tubes and they're hollow. They're really delicate when they're small like this. Again, zoom in on the fiddleheads, pretty clearly and easily identifiable plants. And then course back over here to the wild leek, which is the one we started with. It really didn't get a lot of attention in this video, but this is the video track that we got going out. So, and basically the same way I'm cooking this right now, I just have some leftover bacon. And that's a jar of kombucha there on the countertop. We'll talk about making kombucha another time. But basically the way I made these fiddleheads today was the same way you would do dandelion greens. A little bit of bacon, a little bit of, there you go, you see them just simmering off. Usually a little bit of balsamic vinegar goes in there. And sometimes maybe a little oil, depending on what your particular choice is. Just have these simmering down a little bit so you can see what they look like. It's a wild leek video, but I didn't. I just bagged the leeks and didn't really get a video shot of them being cooked. We'll save that on another video if I can ever get the audio to work on this. And here we see the fiddleheads are plated again with the little bit of bacon bits in there. I wouldn't normally eat them on their own like this. I would have that as a side with something main meal, but again, just for the fact of the video to show you what you can do with fiddleheads, or you could do the leeks the same way. I usually put the celery in a salad or eat it. Honestly, I usually eat it raw. It doesn't usually make it into the house. Usually all I pick, I usually eat while I have it. So there you go, our first YouTube video. We'll see how it goes.